Hey, what's up, guys? David Stingray back here again with another Cocktober review for you. Cocktober 2014. This is recommended by my good buddy Chris over at McAllister Media Corp. This is Pain and Gain from 2013, and I've got the Blu-ray of this. I'm actually a really big fan of this movie. I watched it again yesterday, and you immediately hear directed by Michael Bay, and people get a bad taste in their mouth, and that's understandable, considering what Michael Bay's done, but recently. But I mean, let's not forget, Michael Bay did The Rock way back when, and he's done some good films, or films that I enjoy personally. Those '90s action movies, and this kind of felt like a throwback to me to some of the '80s '90s action movies. Um, but yeah, this is a they kind of took a step back and scaled down the budget on this, from the usual Transformers style that he's, used to doing. And I think I read that all the actors had to kind of take a pay cut in order to get this movie made. A little bit different than the stuff Michael Bay's been doing recently. But I'm a big fan of this movie, and the main reason I wanted to see this was The Rock. I'm a huge fan of The Rock. I like, all the stuff he's done lately. I'm a big fan of his acting work, and that's why I picked it up, and I really enjoyed it. I'd highly recommend this to you guys if you're a fan of the action movies at all. But all-star cast in this one, we got Mark Wahlberg, of course, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Anthony Mackie, Tony Shalhoub, Ed Harris, Rob Corddry, and Rebel Wilson is in this. And normally I don't really like her. She kind of annoys me, rubs me the wrong way. But I thought there was just the right amount of her to not be annoying in this movie. So I thought she was really funny. I enjoyed her roles as well. And the characters, I really enjoyed the way they fleshed the characters out. It's really entertaining. But this is based on a true story. I'm not sure how much of that is, fictionalized or what. But yeah, I mean, all these guys did this. Based on a story, Mark Wahlberg is a bodybuilder. He's an ex-con, and he wants to strike it big. So his whole thing is fitness. That's the whole. There's an opening monologue of Mark Wahlberg's character. Talking about how he's going to get whatever he wants in life. Blah blah blah. But yeah, really well done. I enjoyed that as well. But he starts at this gym, and apparently builds his gym up, turns it into like a muscle mecca, a la Gold's Gym, something similar to that. It was really popular during the '80s, and gets this a client of his, that he's training, and that's Tony Shalhoub, Victor Kershaw, which that's not his real name. They've changed that his actual name to protect his identity, but he gets this client, and is a really rich guy. He owns a lot of Schlotsky's delis, and he has a shit ton of money. And Mark Wahlberg decides he wants to rob him, so they do that. He gets one of his buddies, Arian Dorbal. That's Anthony Mackie's character, who's a fellow trainer at the gym, and this guy that he his whole story is he wants to do this because he's taken shitloads of steroids, and it's made him impotent. And he gets these shots directly in his dick, and they play that out for comedic relief. But he gets these shots in his dick, and these shots are really expensive, so he needs the money. They get Dwayne Johnson. This is another felon, another ex-con that is been saved by Jesus and all this good stuff. So you get to see the whole character arc of him. The ups and downs of his character. But Dwayne Johnson is awesome in this flick. He's probably one of his better performances, I think. You really get to see the comedic side of his of his ability. I think he's a really talented actor, really funny dude. But he gets in there, and these guys are, of course they get Tony Shalhoub, Victor Kershaw, and everything goes wrong. And from that point on, they just gotta solve one problem after the next to rob this guy. And they eventually pull it off. And I'll just stop there. I don't want to give too much away, but Great performances by all the actors in this. Just a really entertaining watch. I'm not going to say this is like Oscar material or anything, obviously, but really, really fun movie, entertaining as hell. One that you can throw on or start halfway. You see it on the movie channel or something, you can throw it on and watch it and get some enjoyment out of it. And I think that's rare to see flicks like that these days. So that's why I really appreciate this film for what it is. Really entertaining film. And yeah, I recommend this to you guys. I know, a lot of you may be turned off by the fact that it's a Michael Bay film or Mark Wahlberg or whatever, but I've really come around on Mark Wahlberg. I've enjoyed a lot of his movies throughout the years. Even in the '90s, I watched a lot of his stuff then too. But I know he gets a bad rap these days for just doing these big budget type flicks. But I enjoy his performances. But yeah, check this one out, guys. And as always, if you've seen it, please let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another review. Peace.